Hey guys, Stephen Cox here, and this is just like an important public service announcement. Basically, be kind to people, because you never know when somebody can help you out. And you should help other people out all the time. So musically speaking, like, you should be networked with as many people as possible, and you shouldn't be negative towards anyone in that network. So for instance, if somebody is an amateur musician, they're not trying to be a pro, that doesn't mean they can't get a gig that you'd like to play with them, right? It doesn't mean that you should be rude to them because they're not on the same musical level as some of the other people that do it for a living, right? Because one, in the music industry, it's not about that. As you can tell, there are people of varying talents doing very big gigs and people that are super talented doing very small gigs, right? So the main thing is just kind of, know the market, but also just be friendly to people. And another thing on that note, don't compete with other people that play the same instrument as you, and certainly don't talk bad about anybody that plays the same instrument as you, or anyone in your musical group for that matter, because you never know when one of those people will hold a position of power towards getting you a gig or getting you to some opportunity. So you really can't afford to be mean to people if you're trying to be a musician for a living. You got to treat everybody like they're a gatekeeper, because even somebody that's like a young new musician on the scene, and maybe they're not great yet, they're still, on their learning curve, they're still in college or whatever, and they're overthinking stuff on the bandstand. I've been there plenty of times. It doesn't mean that in a couple years they might not grow way past that from these experiences and end up the person holding the key to a gig that you'd like to have, or anything of that nature. So really, you can't afford to be rude or mean to anybody as a musician. So I've gotten several gigs this year from fellow bass players. I've gotten a few gigs from just coworkers. So I try to be nice to everybody. One, because that's just the right thing to do, but two, I've noticed that it's benefited me in the long run. Alright, I hope that wasn't too long-winded. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.